What's up, Callie? If I just had a little more time on my clock, I'd come and see you. Even though daddy's life is crazy, I know it's probably harder to be you. Your mama acting different now that she got another man. You want us to be a family again, baby, soon you'll understand that I'm a rolling stone, and I feel I tore us all apart. I was always gone, but you were always in my heart. And at the end of the day, I do this all for you and your sister. And if you see her before I do, make sure you hug her and kiss her and tell her daddy loves us. He's just out there following dreams. Easier said than done, and I'm pretty sure that it's harder than it seems to be the child of mine. One day I swear I'll make it up. I know I missed some school events from being drunk, not waking up, and I did not do it on purpose. In this game, I give a surface, but when I'm far away, I feel anxiety and I get nervous. So I'm moving back to Memphis to deal with your mama and all my enemies. It's all good, I need the fuel for the fire they have given me. If I just had a little more time on my clock, I'd come and see you. Even though daddy's life is crazy, I know it's probably harder to be you. Your mama acting different now that she got another man. You want us to be a family again, baby, soon you'll understand. If I just had a little more time on my clock, I'd come and see you. Even though daddy's life is crazy, I know it's probably harder to be you. Your mama acting different now that she got another man. You want us to be a family again, baby, soon you'll understand. Hello, Mackenzie, it's Tuesday night and I'm in the studio. Can't believe you turned 13 this year. Where did them years go? You're changing to a woman, thanks a lot. Now I gotta go and get more guns, but you can go with me and help me pick them out. That make it more fun, cause you and I go back to that very day that you were born. You opened your eyes and looked in mine, and I knew right then what I do this for. Since you were old enough to talk, you hollowed out 3-6. Might be done if somebody wasn't from the Bay and tried doing the handshake. You wasn't locking up. You are your father's daughter, and I'm doing the very best I can. On a side note, to your grandmother, I love her, I'm glad she understands. I only wanted the best for you and Callie. You know what I have to do. We've had this conversation. Only this time I put it on track. If I just had a you, your mama acting different now that she got another man. You want us to be a family again, baby, soon you'll understand. If I just had a little more time on my clock, I'd come and see you. Even though daddy's life is crazy, I know it's probably harder to be you. Your mama acting different now that she got another man. You want us to be a family again, baby, soon you'll understand. Ladies, I love you. Mackenzie, Callie, I love you with all my heart. I work long nights and I'm gone on the road for so many months at a time, so I'm trying to just give y'all a life I never had. Good night, girls. Daddy loves you.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? As you see today, we played one of Lil Wytes' songs. This song specifically was to his daughters, but I felt like it was a fitting song for a certain situation. Prayers and thoughts go out to Lil Wyte and his wife and their family as they're going through something. And hardship that no parent should ever have to go through ever in their life. It's quite unfortunate. And it's a hard thing to go through, for sure. Losing a child is not something that is very easy to deal with, or that anyone that has kids should ever have to deal with. That's why the title is what it is. It's going against bullying. And I kind of wanted to lightly talk about it and kind of offer up condolences to the family. I'm not the biggest channel, but you know what? Every voice counts. during these times, there's really not much you can really tell someone. You could tell them I'm sorry, or I feel your pain, or I'm here for you, or I support you. But at the end of the day, it's never enough. Like you can't make that pain any easier. Um, and this is something I deal with my stepkids. I have a 13-year-old stepdaughter, and we talk about bullying all the time. We actually recently there was an incident that happened between my daughter and some stuff, and so she was grounded from her phone and social media and stuff like that. Um, she has now earned her phone back and whatnot, and we took away all social media. We said, look, you can text your friends, cool, whatever, but you don't need Facebook, you don't need Snapchat, you don't need Instagram. And the main reason that I stood behind that is because back when I went to school, I was born in the 90s. Bullying was at school. Once you got home, it was over. You played with your friends, whatever, but the bullying was done, for the most part. Nowadays, with technology the way it is now, kids do not have a way out of the bullying, because the bullying keeps, you know what I mean? They go through it at school, they deal with it on the game, they deal with it on social media, they deal with it in text messages, all the way down. I feel our younger generation is not, they're not emotionally and mentally ready for all that. You know what I mean? We're young. At that time, you're a teenager, let's say 13, 14 years old. Life is kind of, crazy at 13, 14 years old. There's a lot of things going on. So adding bullying to the mix is it's hard for sure. I know, for instance, one last conversation that I had with my stepdaughter. I guess was this girl named IKEA. Yes, IKEA, like the furniture, right? Well, I guess she would try to say that my stepdaughter stunk. She doesn't. But, I mean, let's be honest. My stepdaughter takes about 6 showers a day. No joke. She's constantly in that shower. But so she's coming and talking to me about it, and I told her, I said, look, think about this for a second. I said, it might be frustrating hearing it every day that your friends are coming up to you, tell you that she's saying this stuff. Because she's not saying it to her face. She's saying it to other people, then they converse it to her. And I said, look, so do you ever in class with her? She goes, no. I said, okay. I said, you see her at lunch? She goes, sometimes. Okay. I said, well, one of those days that you walk past her in school, stand up for yourself. I said, instead of just letting her bully you and say whatever it is that's frustrating you or hurting your feelings, you can stand up for yourself. And I said, look, standing up for yourself does not mean doing 2 wrongs, right? You don't have to go beat her up or anything like that. That's crazy. I said, just be a little toxic. She said, well, what do you mean? I said, her name is IKEA. I said, hon, her fucking name is IKEA. Like the fucking furniture. You're 13. The next time she talks about you, you look her dead in the face and say, you know what? Talk all about me all you want. I'd be jealous too if I was named after a piece of furniture. And just walk the fuck away. And she laughed about it. She's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You actually have a name." She's named after a furniture company. Like, life is rough. Let's be honest. I said, first off, you're not making fun of her appearance. You're not belittling her. It's her name. You can't get in trouble for that. You're not doing physical harm. You're not bullying. You're standing up for yourself. And why I say that is there's a lot of kids that don't have the confidence or are struggling with other things that they don't know how to stand up for themselves. They don't know how to approach those kind of situations. So they just let it happen. And then it, beats you down. It's a sad thing. I think us as parents, you know, it's a struggle we have to deal with every day, to watch our kids come home from school talking about their day, regardless it might be good, bad. You know what I mean? Like, it, especially the bad. You're not there as a parent during the school. Um, so you're not able to protect them as like if they were at home. Hello, Chicago. But that's the thing. As a parent, you want to protect your kids. You want to hold them close. They're your children. Um, so when it comes to this bullying thing, I think that us as parents need to do better. I remember back in the day, older person, I was a kid, older person told me, it doesn't take just parents to raise a child. It takes a village. And, the more I got older, and as I had kids, I started to realize that's really true. It takes a community, it takes a village to raise children. Because when they're out and about with their friends, it's the other, the community should be coming together and looking out. You see them kids acting a fool, correct them. Bring them to their parents. You see bullying or kids getting in a fight, you split it up. You tell them, knock that shit off. I think communities need to start coming back together like they used to be. I remember I got in trouble when I was a kid, and the neighbor caught me. So the neighbor whooped my ass, brought me to my mom. Well, then my mom whooped my ass. Then my grandma heard about it, and she whooped my ass. So I got 3 ass whoopings for one bad thing that I did. But that's what I mean, though. Like, that was a whole, that was a village. That wasn't just my mom taking care of it. Like, that's the whole point, right? And I don't know the whole situation with the Wytes family. I just know that they talked about bullying, and this is a hard thing, man. Because with technology, man, it's really hard to protect your kids from it. I don't really like, that's why I, as a parent, took away the social media, took away all that, and said, no, my stepdaughter only has her phone when she's at school or she's away from home. If she's at home, she does not have that phone in her hands. It is in our bedroom charging. Why? Because there's no reason for you to be on your phone. You have a computer, you have TV, you have toys, you have everything you could want. Figure out something to do other than your phone. Um, your phone is there to keep you safe. If you need us to come pick you up, there you go. You have a way to call us and tell us, hey, I'm in a bind and I need to get out of here. Or, hey, my friends are doing something stupid and I don't want to be a part of it. So can you come pick me up? Type shit. I said, that's what your phone's for. Or obviously, if you see something, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? We good? Sound wise? Perfect. Like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So, what I was saying was that we as a community of parents need to start looking out for our children and other people's children. Um, it is quite sad and unfortunate what happened with Lil White's family. Um, but how can I put this? Children deal with this 24/7. It's not like when we went to school, bullying stopped at the school, right? Now we have cell phones, tablets, computers, and everything. And uh, that enables the bullying to happen 24/7. Um, this is a very, very hard thing to deal with. Um, no parent should ever have to deal with this ever. So my prayers and thoughts are definitely with Lil White and Nicole for sure. It is a real thing, and I think that this kind of showcases, the toxicity on YouTube, toxicity everywhere in this world. So many people think it doesn't do anything, but it does. It really does. It can affect people's mental health. It can affect everything. That's why I advocate every time that to go out, make someone smile, or go have dinner with family that you haven't talked to in a while. Always preach that shit because it's important, and that's the only way we can fight against this mental health and suicide. Is allowing ourselves to step out of our comfortability sometimes, or opening up the schedule a little bit more for us to spend time with people that we care about and love about, and show them that we care. Wait, lost his son. They made a post about it. Yeah. Hold on, I'll read it. I'll pull it up. Hmm. Oh, they took down the post. It looks like maybe. Okay, here it is. I personally was not ready to announce this, but here we are in the evil world we live in, where social media becomes everyone's business. So here it is. We are still waiting on forensics to scan his electronics. My house is no longer a home, and I can't even go inside yet. And the medical examiner is still completing the report for an accurate time of death. But we do know is bullying is real. Pain and depression hide in real life right in front of you. My baby boy was hurting so bad by someone so evil that he felt like he had only one option. Brantley, my beautiful, sweet, loving boy, he was our wild one, a heart of gold, and family meant everything to him. His goals every day was making everyone laugh. He was an entertainer and shined in his own light. He wanted to learn about everything. His goofy laugh was contagious. My dude, my baby boy, my buddy, mama's boy. I posted videos of this just this past week alone about how happy he was with us. Please respect, I am completely numb. We were not ready to announce this to the public until we had more answers. My husband, the girls, Parker, and the rest of the family are all coping and healing differently. Being a mother and the backbone of the family, pain waits for no one. Life doesn't stop for tears to fall. Healing doesn't get all of your attention at once. Once more details are available and services are arranged, I will notify all the family and friends to the best of my ability. Until then, please be respectful of everyone in our family. Brentley Thomas Green, 7/30/2012. And his pass away date says 10/12/2025. So he was like 12 years old. So he was a year younger than my daughter. She then, if you all have access to Facebook, there is a GoFundMe. If you feel like donating to and helping the family, it goes right to Lil White's family. It says a genuine cry for help. It is with a heavy heart. I announced that my nephew Brantley has passed suddenly. I rarely asked for help I needed. This loss looms just 4 days following Lil White's birthday and shortly before the holidays. We say it all the time, every dollar counts. My sister should not have to bury her child and worry about the expense at the same time. As always, I ask you to please respect Pat, Nicole, and their family's privacy as they grieve. I will release information with permission as it comes available to me. And then she posted the overwhelming amount of love and support our family is receiving is absolutely breathtaking. My husband and I are beyond grateful and thankful. Our sweet sister, Jacqueline, I can't pronounce that last name, called this morning and requested to start an account for us, which means the world to us. But all of our expenses are covered. Anything donated will be given to Kenzie, Callie, and Parker for their bills, therapy sessions, or anything that can help our babies make it through each day. Everyone asking about meal trains and other things, please reach out to Wendell Spencer or Chad Anderson. We have received so much new information today, I can't begin to express how proud I am of the children and parents reaching out and speaking up for my baby. Anyone who knows me knows when it comes to the babies, we are the village. And I love that she put that in there because it's exactly what I had just actually said on the stream, is it takes a village to raise children. It's not just two parents. It's a whole community. It's, so this is such a very sad and horrible experience for a parent to deal with. As I said, based on the date, I think he was like 12 or 13, which that is far way too young. That is my stepdaughter's 13. And I mean, we've had to pay attention to her a little bit here and there. That's why we did certain things. But I could never imagine like the feeling of walking home and seeing that. Like, no, that's I don't wish that on any parent, and that's tough. Anyone knows Little White also is very he recently just stopped doing all the drugs, all that stuff. So I want to keep him in my prayers for his sobriety. I know his wife is very supportive of him and he has family, but yo, bro, if you ever need anything, reach out. Oh, these times are hard and things might be tempting, but you're doing so well, and just keep on pushing, man. And you have a hell of support all around you when it comes to the fans, your family, and your friends. But this is a real deal. Like, this shit happens, and it shouldn't at all. But though it does, what does it mean for us as parents when we look at situations like this? What can we do better as parents to help not only our own children, right? Because this is other people's children too. Like, if you're out and about and you see something that's not right with a child, maybe they're depressed, maybe they're showing signs of something, we need to be able to step up and talk to them. Regardless, it might be us talking to them or going to their parents or whatever it might be. But at least then we have things to help our children, because our children is what's next after us. You know what I mean? Like, so we definitely need to do more on looking out for our children and other people's children. Whole hashtag save our children. That's a whole movement, and it takes everybody. It's not just you and your children. And if you look at it that way, you should really change your outlook. It's about all children. Doesn't matter. I think us as adults, we are so attuned to what school was for us. We don't quite put into perception at times what school's like for them now with the technology and everything like that, and how difficult it might be, especially for certain children that are getting bullied, and they get bullied constantly. Sits home with me. I have a 13-year-old nephew. Yeah. Yo, teenage years, man, they're tough nowadays. I mean, before they were tough, but not to what it is now. Like, it is way tougher now. Like, and I was talking to somebody about this recently. I said, it's weird. In the 90s, people were comfortable just letting their kid. I didn't have to go like with my parents. Like, go outside till the streetlights come on, drink from the hose. Like, nowadays, you can't even really, like, how do you trust letting your kids go out until the streetlights come on? I don't. I don't trust it at all. And it's crazy because it's not like it's been that long. Like, I'm only 34, about to be 35. So, I mean, 20 years ago, it really wasn't that long. You know what I mean? And now we're at this point where it's like, I don't even trust sending my kids out alone. Hell, I've got a 10-year-old and I constantly worry about him getting bullied. Yeah. It's a thing. I instill into my kids that bullying is, this is the way I explain it. Bullying is a mentality. You cannot get bullied if you stand up for yourself. Right? Like I was explaining earlier with my That was my blanket all fucked up. Okay. I was like, what the fuck this shit? No, I explained to my 13-year-old, like, I don't know if y'all heard me when I said this, so I'm gonna repeat it. My 13-year-old was getting harassed by a girl. Now, my daughter takes like 13 showers a day. Like, no joke. She's ridiculous. I don't understand it. I'm like, dude, you don't stink. Stop. You're wasting body wash at this point. You're wasting shampoo and conditioner. Like, you're fucking clean. Chill out. But the girl was telling her that she stinks. Or, well, it wasn't telling her, it was telling friends. And then the friends would convey it to her. And she was getting bothered by it. So I had to sit down with her and I said, look, smell yourself. She did. She said, what? I was like, do you stink? She said, no. Okay. So does it really affect you? She said, no, it's just annoying to hear it all the time. And I said, yeah, I feel it. I said, look, now this girl's name that's making fun of her, her name is IKEA. All right? IKEA, like the furniture. I said, I looked at her and I said, look, do you have class with her? She said, no. Do you see her at lunch? She said, sometimes. Okay. So she keeps on talking about you stink, right? So you go up to her at one of those lunch days. You go up to her and say, you know what? I know I don't stink, but you know what? I get it. You're jealous because of life like yours. Having IKEA as a furniture for a name, I'd be hating on me too. And just walk the fuck away. So you can't get in trouble for that. It's her name. You're not cussing her out. You're not doing wild shit. You just made a point. Be jealous of me too if I had a name like IKEA. She's like, well, what if I get in trouble? I said, how are you going to get in trouble for saying something like that? I said, that doesn't make any sense. I said, if you get in trouble for saying that, I'm going to step in because that girl should get in trouble for telling you that you stink all the fucking time. I said, and if you do this, I'll take you to go get ice cream. I don't give a fuck. We'll celebrate. You stood up for yourself. I'd rather you stand up for yourself and feel confident and, hey, I told her, fuck yeah. Because now you're not bullied. Your mindset has changed, right? When you stand up and you feel that, you're like, dude, yeah, I fucking told that bitch. Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but if you sit there and take it and don't do anything, it starts to eat away at you, especially young age. You're just degrading your self-esteem. You're not confident. There's nothing building you up. So it allows it to tear you down. And that's why I tell my kids, you're never going to get in trouble for standing up for yourself. Ever. Not one time. Like this fat kid was calling her a fat Evo kid. Well, mind you, my stepdaughter's skinny as hell. She's a fucking toothpick. So I looked at her and I was like, why are you letting them talk to you like that? She's like, well, I don't want to get in trouble. Fair. I said, all right. I said, well, where's the levels to this? And she said, what do you mean levels? And I said, the levels of getting in trouble. I said, sure. He's like, you smack him or something. Yeah, you're going to get in trouble, right? Because you put your hands on him. Shouldn't do that. I said, but all is fair. Don't sit there and get beat up by him. I said, first of all, that's a boy. You're a girl. No. I said, have you talked to anybody about it? She said, yeah. I said, okay. So what did they say? Well, they tell him to knock it off, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Obviously, that doesn't go too far because it's his words, whatever. I said, do you know his parents? Well, my girlfriend knows his parents. They're people. I'll just say that. They're people. So I said, okay. I said, look, the next time that he calls you fat, just look at him and be like, have you looked in the mirror? And just leave it at that. Have you looked in the mirror? I said, that boy's got bigger titties than you. He's fat. You're a stick. And he's calling you fat? Mm-hmm. He's probably jealous because he's fat. He's a boy that's fat and chubby, and he probably gets made fun of because he's fat. So he's pushing it onto you to make himself feel better. She understood it. Then it kept on happening. She stood up for herself, but it kept on happening. I said, okay, that didn't work. So plan B. So have you talked to the principal? She said, no. All right, bring it to the principal's attention. She brought it to the principal. Principal went up to him, said, don't ever talk to her again. So I looked at her and I said, if he's not allowed to talk to you, you are not allowed to talk to him. Don't instigate it. That will get your ass whooped. Like, we're not doing that, right? Now it's stopped, thankfully. But these are things that we constantly have to deal with as parents. Because kids, they're kids. They don't know how to react to things. They have to learn that shit. We as children didn't know. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it was based on who was able to teach us how to react. Kid next door is a little jerk face, and he's got a 16-year-old or 17-year-old brother who's mean. The dad is a jerk face. I feel it. Actually, we got two little boys, a 6-year-old and 8-year-old. And we go to her mom's sometimes, and across the street is a sheriff. His kids are a mixture of ages. There's 4 boys. Some are older teens and some are younger teens. Well, the boys were riding their bike and they were picking on them. And so I came up and I was like, yo, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? The boys said, yeah, it's fine. Okay. If you need me, you know where I'm at. Not 5 minutes later, my kid, the 6-year-old's crying and on the ground. I come out. What happened? Find out the older one pushed him off his bike, this, that, the other. Okay. So I walked up to the kids and I said, so who wants to be big boy and picking on somebody small? Like, what's going on here? I said, do you all want me to bully y'all? Because, like, I'm about the same size difference as you are to him. So would you like that? Well, one of the brothers runs and gets their dad. Dad comes out. He's a sheriff. And he's like, oh, just talking his, his sheriff lip. And I looked at him and I said, I don't give a fuck, you're a sheriff. Right now, you are not on duty. You have not one badge on you. So I cannot identify you as a sheriff. 2, your son put his hands on a 6-year-old boy. I have a problem with this. And if you as a sheriff should also too. And if you do not have a problem with this and this is not resolved, I promise you, the next time that he puts his hands on my kid, we are going to have problems. I'm going to be on your front door. I said, that boy is 6 years old. Your son is 15. That's ridiculous. What the fuck does your 15-year-old get off on picking on a 6-year-old boy? I said, that's a pussy. You're raising a bunch of pussies. I said, I bet you he won't pick on nobody his own age because he get beat the fuck up, huh? I said, that's why he's picking on a 6-year-old, right? And Dad just was started talking shit. And I was like, you know what? You're a waste of my time. At the end of the day, I'm not stupid enough to fight with you. You're a fucking sheriff. You'll fucking snitch me out and I'll go to jail. So I'm not stupid. But here's the deal. My kids have rights and I have rights. And you are not going to pull this shit with my fucking kids. Period. And I walked the fuck away. Took my kids. Said, nope, let's go. But this is the problem, right? This is where the problem is some parents, they don't jump on their kids for bullying other kids. And it's like, why are you not doing that? You're gloating about that. That's not cool. That's wild. You should not, as a parent, should not be okay with your kid bullying anybody. Standing up for themselves, 100% down with it. No regrets. But if he is starting it and bullying on the other kids, yeah, that's a problem. In our school, Josh protected us from the bullies despite the stereotype that they are the bullies. That's interesting. I was the bully's bully in school. So, like, I had a buddy, may he rest in peace. Dude used to put him in his own locker and lock it on him all the fucking time. And he was one of my good friends, so I got tired of it. I took his fucking head, okay, on the lockers where the top part is like those little gratings that you could see through, right? I took that kid's face and started scraping his skull across that motherfucker. Opened up the fucking locker, shoved his ass in, locked the locker, pulled my buddy out of his locker. And my buddy started talking shit to him. But, like, that's the shit I would do. Like, I was not down for that bullying shit. And you're not big bad wolf. There's always someone bigger and badder than you. I'm not the biggest, baddest wolf out there either. Somebody badder than me, for sure. And that's why I don't bully anybody. 9 times out of 10, the kids that bully have parents that were bullies themselves. It's generational. I mean, it's taught, right? I wouldn't say it's generational because that's just like making an excuse, if you will. It's like, oh, well, their parents are bullies, so you know what I mean? Like, no, that it's taught. Like, the parents teach that shit, that it's okay to do these things, and that's why the kids do it. Everything in the home, 9 times out of 10, kids learn shit from in the home. And then it's who they hang out with. And that's another thing. As us, the parents, right? We need to be aware of who our children are hanging out with and who their friends are, what kind of things their friends do. Because then we can differentiate, okay, my kid hanging out with this kid is probably not the best look. It's going to get him in trouble. I'm not going to allow it, right? Or he's hanging out with this kid. This kid doesn't do anything wrong. Okay, y'all can hang out. But this bullying shit is crazy. I do want to talk on, I don't know who all was there, but I do want to talk on something separate than what we're talking about. It happened on Triple T's panel last night. James Luca mini thing. That situation was interesting. That girl, whoever James Luca is dating, is 100% a suburban chick that wants to be ghetto. It is a suburban girl that wants to be hood. She has issues. She's insecure, first and foremost. I had to leave. Couldn't listen to it anymore, man. Lucas girls are literally nuts. Yeah. First off, I'm going to tell you this right now. Just because you're a female with a cell phone and an Instagram and a Facebook does not make you a fucking model. Also, if you are one of these models that own an OnlyFans page, you are a prostitute. Okay? Let's get this clear. Let's make this out in the open. I don't give a fuck who gets offended. This is the fucking truth. Okay? Sex sells. I get it. Yes. In music videos, you're going to act like a stripper. You're going to dance sexy. You're going to twerk. You're going to do all that kind of shit. It's a fucking music video. Sex sells. That's the whole point of having you in it. Sorry, not sorry. That's your job. Be sexy. Get the eyes on it. Keep the men intrigued in the video. That's it. That's the whole fucking point. Now, when it comes to this shit, just because you have a fucking camera phone don't make you a model. Just because you do some sex scenes on OnlyFans does not make you a model. It makes you a prostitute if you really want to get technical on if you're an OnlyFans girl, because let's get into it. I mean, you're selling your body for a sexual gratification, right? Let's be real. OnlyFans is porn. I feel this way about porn stars. Porn stars are prostitutes. Any act of sex for money is prostitution. It's not hard math. So, if you are one of those girls, own it. Don't, oh, I'm a sex worker, have respect for me. First and foremost, no. Okay. Cut that out right now. Back in the day when there's kings and queens and we had whorehouses, the whores were the bottom of the fucking pit. You were a whore. You were paid to please that man, and then you were sent back to the whorehouse. That's it. You were the equivalent of a peasant. Actually, probably lower than a peasant. So there is no way that you have raised the bar for prostitutes to be top tier. No. You're a prostitute. You're bottom of the barrel. Majority of men, let's be real with this. Majority of men are not going to want to marry you. You are not going to get a man and take care that's going to provide for you. Why? Because you're out there giving it to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. There's nothing special about you that he can have for himself. So he's like, okay, you're move along. Don't hate the messenger. It's the fucking truth. Don't like it? I don't know what to tell you. But just because you're on an Instagram and a Facebook with a camera doesn't make you a model either. I play Call of Duty with a fucking controller. Does that make me a soldier? Like, no, I'm not a soldier. Like, just because I play Call of Duty. I'm not a model because I have a camera phone and I have Facebook and Instagram. I'm not even really a content creator. I'm just a guy on YouTube that has a laptop and a computer and a camera and a microphone. I'm not professional. Crazy, huh? I know. It's big brained. I promise. I understand. It takes a rocket scientist to figure that out. Also, the way you were shaking and all that dramatized bullshit, like, miss me with that. You are that woman right there is the type of woman that hits herself and blames it on the dude and says, oh my God, you hit me. I promise you. 100%. That is what that chick is. Seen them in my life plenty of times. I actually dated one for 8 years. And dude, hell. Fucking hell. Was it worth it? Fuck no. It was not. And James Luca, I'm just, bro, you're blinded by pussy. That's all I'm going to say about it. You're blinded by pussy. Pussy has you all under control, on lockdown. But you have to listen to everything that was being said. It wasn't about what was done exactly at the video. That's irrelevant. What, and that's the thing. Like, much respect to the other model. She handled herself with class, very respectable. However, I personally don't agree with having her up because this whole thing was talked about DMs and this, that, the other that were private between Mini Thin and them, right? So regardless of any of the other bullshit, they were not involved. So it doesn't really fucking matter what she said. She can say we're a professional all she wants. That's, and then you could also play the devil's advocate and say, okay, well, she's getting paid in the next video so of course she's gonna agree with Mini Thin, right? I'm just saying. So therefore, you can't. That's, and if this was a court, that's hearsay. She didn't prove anything. She didn't have any DMs. She didn't have anything written. She just said what her experience was, which is hearsay. There's no factual basis behind it, right? There's no receipts. Now, am I a firm believer in sharing conversations and all that? I don't think this needed any of that. I think this was a act to, I don't even know why, honestly. I think it's just because the girlfriend's kind of crazy and caused all of this shit. In my own personal opinion, that's what I think. I think the pussy was controlling James Luker. James Luker doesn't have control of his relationship. She wears the pants and controls the zipper, if you know what I mean. So, which stumbled and caused the issues that are there. So, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, having her come up was just not it didn't do a deciding factor of anything. It was really irrelevant. It didn't, she didn't even need to exist on the panel. I mean, appreciate her and her time of being classy and respectful as she was, for sure. But at the end of the day, it didn't do any deciding factors. It was relevant. Because they even said, this the shoot was fine. It was after this, that, the other. The way you talk to me, the blah 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 blah. Well, bitch, listen here. Ain't nobody sugarcoating shit. All right, business is business. I'm not gonna talk to you like you're my fucking friend. Okay. Here's the deal. This is what I want you to do. Get it done. Boom. If there's money involved, this is what the money is. Boom. Other than that, we don't need to have a dialect. It's fucking business. The fuck you mean? And anybody that knows business knows this. There's a difference between your business relationships and your friendships. And you never mix your friendships with business. It's a bad business plan. Most of the time. Saying he needed, well, that's what you get when you get a liberal female. That's what they talk about. Yeah. They're disgusting human beings. She reminds me of a white girl that thinks she's black. I'm just going to say it. I think she dated a black dude in her life, and she's one of those white girls that when they date someone of color, they end up thinking that they're the same. They're black. And it's like, no, you're still white. Yes, you might be there might be a little bit of ghetto-ness or whatever. That's cool, whatever. But you're not black just because you dated a black guy. Okay? No one cares. You dated a human being. Cool. Doesn't make you special. Me and my outlook, I don't give a fuck if you date white, black, Puerto Rican. Doesn't matter. But what you date doesn't make, like, if I were to date a Mexican female, that doesn't make me Mexican. No, I'm still fucking Irish white boy. You know what I mean? I'm not out here fucking changing my whole life to fit the narrative. Like, no, you're dating me for me. Like, I'm not Mexican. You wanted a Mexican, go date a Mexican. Like, so that shit's wild to me. Like, I don't understand that shit. James, you're trying to be a country rapper, country, all that. I'm just going to say it's not a good look. Not a good look for business when you have a girl acting like that. Then on top of it, it was day one that they moved in. Like, that's... Does this woman have anything? Like, does she have her, like, you know what I mean? Like, my questions would be to him. Like, and this is like, I mean, whatever. It's not my business. At the end of the day, it has no effect on me. But devil's advocate, right? Why did she move in today? What first day with you? Like, was she homeless or like living with family? Like, is she bumming it out? Is she Johnny Gobble, but female? Or she just wants to live off of you? And you were like, oh, yeah, you got a pussy. Woo-hoo. Like, is that what really happened? Or, because I guess he had a girlfriend and whatever, and that shit got twisted somehow. Like, don't understand it, but it is what it is. What up, Grizz? But that shit's crazy, right? To go out and say the things that she said, oh, you need your kids taken, this, that, the other, wild ass shit. She acted as if she had no self-respect at all. All that respect of her as a model went out the window. Like, if you're going to be a model, you need to definitely carry yourself with a certain statue, certain kind of repertoire, if you will. You got to be like the other one. She was very classy, respectable, professional. That's, I mean, and if you're getting unhinged about being called unprofessional, I mean, look at how you acted. That was very unprofessional. You even let a sentence come in, and the whole time you were screaming and yelling and piping. Like, and James, like, that's your woman. Be a fucking man. Sometimes you need to look at your woman and be like, yo, shut the fuck up. You're making the situation worse. Shut up. Stop talking. I got this. And tell her to get out the other room, something, right? Because if you're in a respectable relationship, right? My girl had some issues and she started acting like that. I would look at her and be like, babe, you need to get the fuck out. Go. I got this. You're acting too wild. This is not what we need to do. You're not making the situation better. You're making it worse. Just stop. Shut up. I don't think it will be awkward. I think that people will just move the fuck on from it. Why does it need to be awkward? Why? Because Becky K wanted at the fool again and fucking James Luker did his shit? No. Ain't nobody give a fuck. People are going to move on. We're going to do the show. We're going to have a good time. That's the way I see it. I don't think Triple C's going to let that affect the show at all. I think that it'd be just a regular rundown show, personally. New video I want to talk about and put it up. We got to showcase Mr. Gotcha Man. He's got some things to say, and I'm kind of curious. I've not seen this video yet, so here we are. It's called "This Dude Is Such a Piece of Shit." This was posted, what, 16 hours ago? I appreciate everybody for coming in and supporting.
Man, long day at work. Seen a lot of messages today about how that old titty Bubba boy is out there saying, not only talking shit on his family again and that girl. Well, for somebody that doesn't exist, you spend an awful lot of time talking about her.
How dare you talk about Carter Rodney?
That's crazy, isn't it? But they're saying that he's claiming to have won this case in some way, some sort of a victory over it. And I just got to say this, the same thing I replied to my buddy. No, look, nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing. Y'all already know what's going on. I ain't going to mention all the talking points and be another one milking a situation. You know, no offense. Well, all offense, especially if they're throwing up ads, man. That's crazy. Motherfuckers are out there like, I'm pretty sure he got shot from behind. But you know what?
Again? Oh.
You want to make sure that your behind's covered while you're online? Incognito's got your back. Fuck off, dude. Fuck off. Yeah, man, not surprised at all. Dude over there probably did win this case. And I mean, look, the minute I seen Daggy's name on a deed, I knew it was over for us as the human race, man. It's a wrap. It is upside down land.
Uh-oh, baby. Uh-oh, baby. Gabe, I'm proud of you, bro.
This, don't worry, I am going to get an ad blocker. I tried to buy the membership and it's not working on my computer. I don't know why.
I usually tell my buddies I'm proud of them outside the tub, out of the bathroom altogether. You know what? In person. I leave my house. Ain't no way this dude's in the bathtub again, bro. What a man. Look, I mean, dude got me checking my phone. Like, did I subscribe to some bathtub OnlyFans shit? Because you know how it is. Got a lot of subscriptions that I didn't even know. What's the name of that company, too? I'm sure the motherfuckers gonna put that in there. Yeah, man, you know what? I think the security had something to do with it and put an exploding mic on them. Do you have subscriptions that you don't know about? Fucking. This world sucks is what I'm trying to say. Bro, steady in the bathtub tweaking.
Uh-oh, baby.
You know what? And I have seen and heard of a lot of situations where people do a little bit too much speed and they feel like their body's on fire, so they jump in the tub.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if it's related or not, but I was just saying.
Picking up on it, ain't you, baby? Yeah. And motherfuckers didn't just, oh, whoops, we took a wrong turn. No. That's a lot of gas. In a tour bus?
Damn, I ain't heard a groan like that since you told Captain Kirk to check the weather.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo in the bathtub. You know what's funny, too?
I almost spit out my drink. Holy shit. I was not ready for that. Oh my god. Ryan, your nose is getting worse. The addies are giving you a deviated septum. Oh shit. Does that mean? Oh no. Oh no. We'll have to, I'll play something about that actually in a minute.
Is some personal ass kisses of his that literally take issue with the fact that I record videos in a grocery store and in my truck. Meanwhile, they are going hard for a dude in a bathtub. That shit makes sense, don't it?
You notice how they're like, veterans, we're veterans, and veterans.
Hey, Church, I know this is a question that's probably going to catch you way off guard from left field, but what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, where's your D214, bitch? Exactly.
Dude said, exactly. Man, if you only knew how much weight that exactly doesn't carry. I mean, this is like the washed up rich dude in the bathtub version of the lunatic you guys see on the street corner arguing with a telephone pole. You realize that, right? You glance over at the last minute when the light turns green. He steps back from the pole and goes, yeah, that's what I thought. What is it you're talking about now? Somebody claimed to be in the army and wasn't. DD-214. Who said they
Hello,
were in the
Lori.
army, bro?
Because you know what's funny about military people and musicians? Well, they both do tours.
Oh yeah, that was clever. You know what humans and rabbits both do, Church? Take shits.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, what mystery did Church solve today? Dog, listen, I seriously believe that this dude is setting up for
I thought he was,
Mary,
Lori. That's
right?
what I figured.
He knows where his career's going. Shit, dog. I mean, he can't even keep his own music playing on his own Instagram. That shit was
Real.
hilarious, man. What happened? The Dixielanders shut that shit off? Jesus, man. But I think what he's doing is he's laying the groundwork for a last resort plan of OnlyFans. I'm telling you, why else would you do a bunch of videos in a bathtub rambling about bullshit nonsense, dude? Claiming that people, like, ooh, you got them, Church. You proved that they weren't in the military because you called them out on their DD-214. Only problem is, they never claimed to be in the military.
Well, here's the deal. First off, can we just go back to the time and age where, people minded their own fucking business and realized that just because you request something doesn't mean you're entitled to get it. So if you ask me for my DD-214, I have the right to look at you and say, go fuck yourself. Right? Like, who the fuck are you for me to have to prove myself to you? You're on the fucking internet, my guy. Do we not remember, like what happened to this world? Everyone's so entitled, and they think that, oh, you must answer because I asked you something. No, the fuck I don't. It's easy as skipping right over your chat and being like, I didn't see that one. Oops. It's crazy. Fucking crazy.
I mean, that's the little part that you miss. I feel like your old lady was screaming that to you whenever you were watching Adam and all them again, jealously just zooming in real close, running toward the bathroom. She's like, no! And he's running in there with the phone, and she's like, just let it go! And he's like, no! They're in Mexico! Oh, dude, this guy, hey, it's good rec though, man. I appreciate it.
So remember that stupid bullshit ass fucking family? The Rodneys? With their fucking mysteriously CGI fucking daughter, Kylie Rodney. How dare you talk about Kylie Rodney? Shut the fuck up. The person ain't even fucking real.
More real than you are. You know what? I'll go out on a limb here and say that if Kylie Rodney was still here today, that she could probably whip your fucking chubby ass.
Real
Even
though.
with that little gay ass stick you got right there.
Thank you.
The disrespect that this man displays and thinks he's untouchable. You know what happens to people who think they're untouchable? They get touched, bro. You'll find out.
Okay, my explanation behind this. Oh, I have perfect explanation. Ryan also thought that he won with Ikmail, which he did not. They closed on him paying him money. Ryan, when you win a lawsuit, you don't lose money. Did we not understand that? When you win a lawsuit, you do not lose money. Just say.
These motherfuckers dragging people into goddamn court, making us hardworking motherfuckers spend millions of dollars.
Whoa. Gotta stop you there, Chief.
Yeah, you spent millions of dollars to settle the case, probably. Let's be honest. So, which means you didn't win. Again. Hi. You didn't win. You're almost, yo, you're as stupid as Patty. The apple does not fall far from the tree. Patty D remember to bring in her disillusion papers for your court case. Like, just saying.
Gotta stop you there, bruh. You're gonna have to show me that you work hard. You were way too on top of every move. Every time Adam farts, you're on here sniffing it, dog.
Damn, every time Adam farts, not wrong.
I mean, come on, bro, with that hard working shit. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Not no more. Because guess what, fellas?
Well, I mean, Gobble was like, when she did that and she forgot that shit, Gobble was reacting to the court case. She was like, see, I would love to have her as my lawyer. She's so smart. Fucking dumb fuck.
The ball's in my court now, and, well, the case is continued indefinitely. Yeah, buddy.
You know you've lost your marbles when you're celebrating the fact that a court case is going to be hanging over your head for a lot.
Oh. Oh, my Lord. Okay. So, this goes with a lot of people on YouTube. Y'all want to run this lawsuit campaign. I'm going to sue you. Defamation. This, that, the other. Okay. Defamation is one of the most hardest things to fucking prove. The reason why is in order to prove defamation, you need to have a significant effect, either financially, mentally, emotionally, this, that, the third, in your life after this said event. So, like Amber Turd, right? She lost the defamation case to Johnny Depp. The reason why is because the shit that she was doing and saying costed him millions of dollars because Disney didn't want to work with him. This, that, the third didn't want to work with him. So it affected his lifestyle. It affected his life. It affected his bills, his money, his everything. This is why he won the defamation case. There was proof of this effect. So, if we are going to look at this logically, right, the court case of Kylie Rodney and Upchurch is now indefinitely looked into. Okay. That's not a good thing for you, Ryan. Right? Because what that means is they're just going to gather as much evidence as they can throughout time on you, on the internet. They're going to use it against you later on, especially if it affects the family. Which you go ahead and, as stupid as you are, go on and keep talking like you do. Now, it being hung up over your head indefinitely is not, you didn't win. If you won, the case would be closed. You wouldn't have costed any money, and it would have been a closed case. You would never have to see a judge again based on that situation. That's winning, okay? That's a W. You took an L, okay? Just want to make that abundantly clear. You took an L.
Longer. And you know what, man? I really don't even care. In the court of public opinion, you've already lost anyway, and it shows, man. Ain't nobody got a lick of respect for you anymore, except for just people that need you for some reason. They need you financially, or they need you for their analytics on YouTube. But other than that, dog, you lost, man. The court of public opinion has already made their mind up with you, dog. And all you're doing is just burying yourself even more. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Do you know what indefinitely means? Look it up. It means I have unlimited time to not do shit.
Well, at least that's something you're good at. Not doing shit's kind of your specialty. And I mean that in every way you could take it. I mean, not doing shit as in you just sit your fat ass around that Italian house on your phone all day researching what Adam, Hard Target, and Simple Man and Dusty Lee's doing on tour to see what you could find to cry about. And also in the other sense, like, don't do shit. Like start fights and start shit with people and then not do anything about it. Just like I was saying earlier, dog. You're going to have to prove it to me that you're a hard worker. Because all I see is a chubby hillbilly crying every day about the people who are passing him up. Sitting there bragging about getting a continuance in court. You sound like Daggy, dog. You sound like fucking Dag.
Continued indefinitely. Balls in your court up, church. For all fucking eternity with this case, if you would like. Indefinitely.
I think the ball's been in your court for a long time, man. You could do the right thing in this situation and do something for that family besides keep on causing the same trauma over and over, right? You could stand on any business or anything that you've said about these other people, right? You could make amends with all these people that you try to trash. You could, I don't know, go to rehab, get help, quit tripping on people. There's a lot of, the ball's been in your court this entire time. And you're on here bragging about the ball being in your court based on some court case update that they continued it. Man, it's a sad existence, dog. I mean, you look, you know, I'll tell you who you look like. I said a minute ago you look like Daggy, but you look more like Durkee White every day. This dude's on here talking about indefinitely. You know, just like those cameras that you claim to have in your house doing a live stream for the past 4 years.
Dog, I even have another fucking YouTube channel that's private and only 50 fucking people have it. And it's a live feed of the inside of my house every fucking day for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
On a channel that only has 50 subscribers that only certain people know about and they can log into and watch Ryan in his house every day. Which, who would do that, right? I mean, who would not look? I'd like to hear how Mama reacts, like whenever buddies come over. Like, does she just automatically take her pants off? Like, does she just drop to her knees? Like, how does that go? Does Beth like go down an octave whenever she's just in normal life? You know what I mean? Because she definitely looks like a dude. But yeah, but nobody believes that, Durkee.
Yep. You know what this means? You about to see these motherfuckers.
He just called him Durkee. Oh no.
Scattering, boy.
Okay, so for the sake of following along, and only that, let me make sure that I understand you correctly. So what you're saying is, based on the fact that your court case got continued, all these people are going to scatter, and by people you mean like Adam Calhoun, Dusty Lee, Hard Target, Simple Man, all those people, they're going to scatter, and it's going to be on your behalf? So, okay. So the people who literally just 24 hours ago was in Juarez, Mexico, and you yourself are in witness protection in Tennessee somewhere, they're going to scatter from you? Or what are you... Huh?
Everyone knows. And it's coming more to light and more to light what this whole operation is. And boy, I tell you what, I can't wait to see what country music singers downtown just magically disappear. Where'd they go? Oh no. Do it somewhere, cause why?
Ooh, because a manic, disrespectful, ungrateful titty boy just found out that his court case where he was being very disrespectful to a young woman who tragically lost her life in California, just found out that he had a continuance and decides to double down and make the situation even worse by showing what a piece of shit he is?
Because they're fucking criminals.
Oh, criminal. Dang it.
And you know what? The whole time they've been doing it, they've been mocking America. The whole fucking time. Oh, yeah. Wait, what's up with all these military dudes, right? They're just online military dudes, right?
I'm going to go with wrong for 200, Alex. I still don't know what you mean by military dudes. Like, the only dude that I know in this situation that's military literally still works at the VA in between YouTube. So, what are you talking about?
They ain't
What
done
the
no
hell is
actual
going on?
tours. But for some reason, they're in the music industry. Doing touring. Yeah. You're all fucking toast, bitches. And y'all motherfuckers know. I know y'all motherfuckers is toast, bitches.
Okay, is he talking about Triple P there, or is he talking about Colt Montgomery? Colt Montgomery, he's a veteran, right?
Oh, that's just the amount of times that Ryan F. Church has come on here and said that everybody's going to prison for all the crimes that he's uncovered and he has all the evidence for. I'm just keeping track of it because I love what you're doing over there, man. That's the Lord's work, buddy.
You think I'd be talking this shit if you wasn't gonna be toast, bitches?
Yeah, actually, 1,000%
Right,
think you would
right,
because you've done this like what, 13, 7, 11 times, buddy? I
right.
mean, every month, well, every milestone, I should say. The better that everybody else does in the country rap lane, the more that you have all these charges that you're uncovering, all these stones that you're turning over, and you're turning it all into the local police, man, and they're going to get these guys. I believe you, Church, one of these days. One, one of these days. And when they do, your reaction will be caught live because that YouTube channel that you got.
What do you put another hit out on me? You better shut the fuck up. You better shut the fuck up, motherfucker. Do something about it. You can't.
Oh, I see. Okay, just a little misunderstanding, man. Wow, this guy hasn't put a hit out in so long that he forgot the meaning of it. No, well, the hit that they put out was a song, a track.
Right.
Yeah, it's been so long since you've done that I understand, man. You've forgotten about it. Oh, this poor guy thought it was a hit on his life. These guys. That's actually funny the more I think about it. No, these guys put out a hit record, not a hit on you. Why would we want to put an end to this? I mean, I've got a Netflix subscription, I've got Hulu, I've got all that stuff, and Discovery Plus. Nothing compares to you crashing out. Why would we want? Come on, dog.
Facts. Shout out to oh, excuse me. Whoops. That was a weird burp. Shout out to Gotcha Man. But shit is crazy, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, how did we get here? Man. Shit's crazy. That's all I can say about that is it's crazy. It's a this was 12 hours ago. What was this? Hold on.
You know, I was used in every phrase or expression that is used in everyday casual speech. And I was talking about colloquialisms. You know, I was what? Making up a word? I was God. On God, I wasn't making up a word. I just didn't know how to colloquialisms. But I knew what I was saying. I knew the word in reference to what I was saying, bro. It's a figure of speech, a colloquialism. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look here. I'm an undercover nerd for real. Y'all don't know it, but on some real shit, I hate to admit it, but I am kind of like an undercover nerd that just went to prison early and learned how to fight. Not that good either.
Oh, Lord.
But I'm funnier. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to be funny. Colloquialism. Yeah, I knew what I was saying. Well, it's like figure of speech.
Oh. Didn't know he was funny.
Colloquialism. Some fucking them prisons. Some fucking them motherfuckers getting the fucking pigs, boy. Finger fucking pig looking ass, boy. Fucking pigs, boy. Finger fucking pig looking ass, boy. The YouTube troll committee did not know that Justin Stowers finger fucked a pig. Well, you know what? Y'all owe me a free pass for a week.
Nah.
You don't have to fuck with me walking, crawling, or riding. It doesn't matter to me. But don't base it on some higher moral standard. Because you look stupid. And anybody falling for that fucking, let that be the reason. But, just say you don't fuck with me. Not because you think you're on some fucking higher moral ground. Because if you think what you're trying to say, he's trying to say that I said vile and disgusting shit, which I didn't say vile and disgusting shit. Didn't say vile, disgusting shit at all. I wasn't hyping on it. I wasn't harping on it. I wasn't going off about age and all that other type of shit. I wasn't doing all that shit like everybody else is. I typed one motherfucking sentence and let it go. That's it. Didn't put too much thought into it in a deviant sexual manner at all. Check this out, man. I'm going to speak for myself. And you might not like what I say. And once again, do you think I give a fuck? Because I don't. Okay. If I was a father, and I am a father, but unfortunately I spent 24 years in prison while my daughter was growing up. So I wasn't there to be able to decide whether or not I let her go on a date unchaperoned as a teenager with a guy in a car. And the only thing I tell the guy is to watch out for deer. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, you better watch out and not get my daughter pregnant. And if by the grace of God, all she got was a finger in her butt that night, I'd chalk it up as a win. Simple as that. Because I'm not naive. I'm not dumb. I wasn't thinking about children in a sexual fucking manner, you peons. Can't believe how people are trying to spin narratives, trying to shed fucking false light and say that I was talking about all that type of shit, bro.
We're still crashing. That's all I can say about that is we're still crashing. We're crashing down. If you don't know, I've already covered the my opinions. Man, you keep doubling down, my guy. Just keep on, you keep on doing it because it's gonna get you somewhere. This shit's fucking crazy though. That's for sure. I never really understood, like, I don't know how to explain it. The way I see it is this, right? Sometimes you got to double down to really, like, you do some fucked up shit. Sometimes you just got to double down and deflect and come up with every aspect of reason versus, taking the high ground and just saying, you know what, hey, I fucked up. Just saying, hey, I fucked up. I said some shit I probably shouldn't have said. I apologize to the daughter that, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. This, that, the other. She was not part of the situation. Blah, 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 blah. And leave it the fuck alone. But no, we got to double down, triple down, quadruple down, and keep talking about it. The only reason I keep coming back to this is because you keep talking. I have to pull up a video and being like, okay, well, let's hear what he has to say again. But hey, you didn't say my name, so I didn't say yours. But you're learning. You're fucking learning. But this shit's crazy, bro. Like, how do we feel comfortable enough to like say certain things on the internet and then act as if there's no other interpretations of what we said? Like, we are so entitled to everything that I could say whatever I want on the internet, and it doesn't matter how you take it. It only matters what I think. But if you're offended, or you're feel some type of way, or you have some sort of something to say about it, oh, shame on you. Well, biggest way to solve that is what? Not talking on the internet. You don't talk on the internet, people can't say shit on the internet. I mean, who would have fucking thought? Right? Social media. That's like me sitting here. That's like me going in and being on YouTube, and then bitching and whining about every bad comment I get every day. Just coming on. No. You know what I do? I just delete them. Like, okay, cool. I read it, delete it. I don't want it on my page. Fuck you. You don't like what you see, skip over. You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta be here. I didn't invite you. But I'm not gonna like dude, it's crazy. I don't understand it. It's super easy to make your situations better than worse. All you got to do is just sometimes just take a little bit of advice, a little bit of accountability, and it will go a long way. Promise. Every time. But, I mean, here we are. This is fucking crazy. It literally is fucking crazy. Yo, but hey, tune in for the rundown. Be a good time. Oh shit. And hey, for all those people that are still talking, hold on. Let me fix that for you. There, now you can actually, see. I go to the dentist. Yeah. So all those comments about, oh, you need a dentist in your life, this, that, the other. Bro, my teeth were fucked up. They're not now. Like, slacking. That's what you get for not watching content. And also, you're gay for looking at my mouth like that. That's weird. Bro, stop looking at other dudes' mouths. It's really sus. It's crazy. People fucking looking at each other's mouths like, let me study it. Bro, why do y'all feel so comfortable with like the gayest shit ever. Like you look at dudes' mouths, judging them on their looks, their voice. Oh, you're ugly. I'm glad you think I'm ugly, bro. If you thought I was cute, there'd be a problem. I'm not gay. Oh, you got a soft voice. Who the fuck says that about another man? Your voice is too soft for me. So gay. Gay. That is gay as hell. I don't care. Cancel me. It is gay. Period. How are you able to, like, no. No. No, we're not normalizing this. Not at all. I'm not. No. That shit's crazy. Like, it's wild. These motherfuckers still be on my comments doing this shit, and I'm like, dude, you're weird. You're just weird. What up, Jeffrey? But it is. It's wild. It's crazy. That's all I know how to say about that. Like, um, so Halloween's coming up. Anybody dressing up? What we got going on for Halloween? Anybody got anything special going on? I know I possibly. I got my birthday. It's Halloween. I got taking the kids out trick or treating. Let's see. I got the event on the 1st, which I'm hope I might go to. I might not. I don't know yet. I'm trying to go so I can get the footage and be able to edit it all out, all that good stuff. But yeah. This shit is kind of wild how this shit works. Hold on. Gotta figure out. I'll pull it up. That's cool. That's what I mean. These people are fucking dope as fuck. And shout out to Console, Weed Suit Heroes, and Holistic Cloud, man. They're doing, they're doing amazing things. I'm trying to find this post real quick. It's probably on Billy's. Right here. Billy Blaze. Right here. I found it. All right, it's the third annual Halloween bash. Pull this up real quick. Let everybody say. Oh, my shit's being weird now. My view on it. So the adult costume party. It's in Smithfield, Ohio. November 1st. There'll be live music, infused drinks, food, prizes, haunted vibes, costume contests, and games. Only $10 per person, 21 plus. Only ID required. Are we ready? But yeah, that's the event that they're going to be doing. This is the third time doing it. So hopefully making it out to that. I'm going to do some, the goal is to make it out to that. If I go up there, I'm going to talk to Billy, Coop, and all of them and try to get on stage while they're perform and get front view footage so I can edit it and put it together. If I can't get on stage, then I'm just going to get as close as I can and do it that way. So I got a lot of things coming up, man. A lot of things. I'm going to be editing videos. I'm going to be making some videos. I got another logo to do here shortly. Bobby, I got you. All right. If you're watching, I got you. Yours is just taking a minute because you have specific things you want, and I'm trying to hone in on it. You know what I mean? I'll make that. But shout out to Coop. We did if you weren't here yesterday, we can pull up this beautiful piece of art right here. Shout out Porch Gang. But yeah, this is it's a logo we made for Porch Gang. If there's any other artists out there that need logos done, or anybody, even content creators, let me know. I got you. I can definitely hook it up. So this is what we got. Zoom in on it real quick, like that. Oop, nope. Right there. Perfect. Now you got all the detail right there. So we got, all right, so Matthew Cooper, Porch Gang, right? Wanted the A, Anarchy A in there for the gang. And then he said his old logo had a skull with crossbones, but instead it was guns, right? So I kept that theme, kind of put that in there. I mixed the holistic cloud and kind of made it transparent enough where you could see the console still in there because he's a part of the console. He's part of the holistic cloud. He does a stream with Dabba with Dads. Like, there's a lot of things he's doing, so I kind of wanted to hone in on it, at least majority of it. And I think I did. I think that's a A1, bro. A1 logo. I would definitely like to see that thing on a shirt. If this gets on a shirt, I'm definitely buying one. Just saying, because that is sick. Like, this is one of my best logos I've done. I think I outdid myself here. The next one that I'm doing for Bobby, that's going to be fucking crispy as hell too. I'm not going to put any details out about it, but it's going to be crispy. I think it might even further out my logos from that. Like, I'm really taking it seriously and putting it in this work. I do want, we will also showcase this video real quick because, you know, and this isn't, mind you, this video right here that I'm about to show is not like my most magnificent work ever. Like, it was, Coop asked me to make a video, show him what I can do. And I was like, all right, I'll show you what I can do, but I ain't putting everything into it, because that's later on. You know what I mean? Like, now where we are, we're going to put everything into it, type of thing. But this is the video edit for Matthew Cooper. So any artists ever need any edits, I prefer doing like live performances and editing them, but I can edit anything. It really doesn't matter. We have no sound. Wait a second. That's not okay. Why is I don't know what's going on. I bet you I can. We'll see. Now we'll pull it up. Sorry about that. This tab was muted or some shit.
Chest off, let it breathe. County drink. 3.5 and you can't fuck with me. Put me in the dirt. Hers. Worse. Put it work. On the shirt. What? Hey, smoke anywhere. Big blunts blowing in the air. Yeah, smoke anywhere. Big blunts. Come on, man. You gotta write songs to get it right. I said when I write a song, gotta get it right. You gotta talk to it. You gotta sing that shit, Chris. You gotta write songs to get it right. Through some pain myself, but life goes on. No singing. And even though pain kind of speaks for itself, it's in this song. Sing that shit, Coop. I know I did some bad, some dirt to right my wrong. Give it to him, Coop. Into all the people of earth, said I right my wrong. Talk to him, Chad. Look, I'm a product of pain. Pain myself, but life goes on.
I actually got ideas for Cooper exclusively. I just got to get certain things from him to do what I want to do. Can't tell you though. We're not going to say, but it'll be dope. It'll probably be used for his outro. If he gives me an A-OK on it and gives me what I need for it, yeah, it'll be for his outro. His intro will still stay the same. Besides, different logo. Obviously, we'll use his actual logo, depending on what he chooses to use. Other than that, we got a couple other videos we're going to be working on editing here. And then slowly but surely we get sent more videos and start editing those. Slowly but surely. But we just be doing the damn thing. Sorry, I was looking at Instagram posts that might decide if I wanted to. But, you know, sorry, lady was asking me if I was going to come and pick up the kids. But I'm going to end the stream here. As always, if you haven't told somebody you love them, take the chance to do that. Even going over, grabbing some groceries, cooking food, and having dinner with them. And also, if you see someone that you don't know struggling, don't feel I can't even fucking talk. If you see someone you don't know struggling, take a time out to make that person smile, make their day a little bit better. It's free to help somebody. So keep that in mind, especially with what's going on in this world. Mental health is a thing, and we have to do everything we can but yeah, I love y'all. Thank you for the support. Until next time, I'll see ya.